So I don't know if a lot of you guys seen Akagi, but Akagi is a legendary figure who thrives on risk, shows no fear, and maintains an unparalleled intuition. Emulating Akagi isn't just about thinking differently, it's about fundamentally altering how you perceive risk, mastering mind games, and building a core of unwavering self-confidence. So today, here's a guide to practical steps you can take to become more like Akagi, embracing his mindset of cool indifference and tactical brilliance. So let's begin. Build GOAT level risk tolerance. Akagi's defining trait is his fearlessness, especially in life or death scenarios. This guy will literally be in a situation where the person's like, yo, your whole life's on the line, flip this coin, if it's tails, you're dead. And this guy will flip the coin while like brushing his teeth or something. He doesn't give a shit. To build this level of risk tolerance, start by conditioning yourself to stay calm and rational in progressively more challenging situations. So, introduce small, real risk into your routine. So by adding low-stake risks to your life and choosing options that make you uncomfortable. So for instance, take the long way home without GPS. Speak up in situations where normally you'd be quiet, or tackle a physically demanding challenge. These experiences teach your mind to embrace risk as an opportunity rather than a threat. Then, engage in high-stakes activities gradually. So consider controlled high-stakes environments like rock climbing, martial arts sparring, or even high-intensity games of poker with your life savings on the line and your son's college tuition on the line. These activities let you experience adrenaline-fueled moments while staying safe. Or even fuck being safe, just try to be like Akagi, I guess, conditioning you to think clearly when others might panic. But also you don't need to take this advice. Or I was joking, scratch that. Cold calculation training. Akagi doesn't take reckless risk, he takes calculated ones. Practice analyzing the risk versus reward of daily choices, breaking down the logic of each outcome. Get comfortable making decisions that might seem extreme to others, but are also grounded in careful analysis. Number 2. Hone instinct-based decision making. Akagi has razor-sharp instincts, able to make split-second decisions that pay off. To develop similar instincts, train your subconscious mind to process information quickly and accurately. So, practice rapid-fire intuition exercises. So set a timer and give yourself rapid decisions to make. Simple ones at first, like choosing an item off a menu without thinking, or picking a route without hesitation. And over time, incorporate more complex choices like solving a logic puzzle or like a chess puzzle under a strict time limit. These drills force your brain to make quick decisions and improve instinctual thinking. Embrace situational awareness. Akagi is hyper-aware of his surroundings, which give him an edge. Start paying attention to subtle details in your environment and people around you. For example, notice patterns in people's body language, speech rhythms, or even traffic flows. This skill builds a foundation for intuition by making you more perceptive of hidden details. Visualize worst-case scenarios. Akagi often thinks beyond the obvious, considering the worst possible outcome and then calmly facing it. In everyday life, practice visualizing the absolute worst-case scenario of situations you fear. Imagine yourself navigating it successfully. This technique builds resilience and keeps your mind alert to subtle changes in situation, and ultimately improving your intuitive grasp of risk. Number 3. Develop a mastery over mind games and psychological manipulation. Akagi's brilliance science in the ability to read opponents and stay unfazed by their attempts to intimidate him. To reach this level of mental fortitude, practice controlling your reactions and manipulating social dynamics. Train for reaction control. Akagi rarely shows his emotions, keeping opponents off balance. To master this, practice controlling your micro-reactions by observing yourself in a mirror. Start by exposing yourself to intense or surprising information and constantly controlling your expression. Eventually, this will help you develop a calm, unreadable demeanor. Learn subtle psychological tactics. The essence of Akagi's manipulation lies in subtlety. Practice techniques like mirroring other speech and body language, which subconsciously builds rapport. In negotiations or arguments, try using silence strategically. Pause before you respond, making others feel like they need to fill the silence or reveal additional information. And then lastly, set traps with questions. Akagi often sets his opponent up with seemingly innocent statements or questions, using open-ended questions in conversations to prompt others to reveal information. For instance, asking, "What made you choose that option?" can encourage them to expose their thought process, giving you insight into their mindset and intentions. Number 4. Foster a detached, fearless mindset. Akagi's mindset is unique. He's indifferent to consequences that would terrify most. This fearlessness isn't recklessness, it's a result of detachment. Here's how to cultivate this mindset. Engage in stoic exercises. Akagi embodies stoicism, seeing fear as something that shouldn't dictate his choices. Study stoicism philosophy, starting with meditative exercises that encourage detachment from emotions. Spend a few minutes each day mentally observing your thoughts without reacting to them. This strengthens your ability to stay calm even in mentally or emotionally charged situations. Challenge comfort regularly. Set a routine of intentionally breaking comfort barriers, whether it's cold showers, fasting, or waking up at odd hours. These controlled discomfort force you to adapt quickly and accept the unpredictable. Over time, this will desensitize you to situations others would avoid, making you fearless in unconventional ways. Lastly, practice voluntary loss. Akagi willingly gambles with high stakes. Get comfortable with the idea of loss by engaging in low-stake activities where losing is possible but won't devastate you. Gambling with small amounts or taking calculated social risks help you detach from the fear of failure, becoming more accepting of chance, a quality that enables Akagi's level-headed approach to high-stakes situations. Number 5. Calculate precision with real-time calculation techniques. Akagi's mind is incredibly sharp, able to assess probabilities and risks on the spot. This skill can be practiced with mental math exercises and real-time calculation drills. Practice poker probabilities. Learn basic probabilities through poker, as it demands real-time calculations and strategic thinking. Even if you're playing with small stakes or virtual chips, poker forces you to weigh risks against potential outcomes, sharpening your tactical thinking and pattern recognition. Mental math drills. Akagi makes lightning-fast calculations. To reach this speed, practice doing basic calculations in your head as quickly as possible. Start with addition and subtraction, then progress to more complex operations. You can also try counting cards in games like blackjack. Do this in your head, builds mathematical agility and sense of probabilities. And then lastly, pattern recognition training. Akagi's strategy often relies on noticing patterns. Try solving logic puzzles or even practicing a Rubik's Cube to train your mind to see sequences and anticipate outcomes. This way, when you're in a high-stakes situation, your mind is already primed to notice repeating patterns and take advantage of them. Embrace the all-or-nothing mindset in controlled ways. Akagi's approach to risk is extreme. He doesn't back down, even when he's fully committed. While adopting this all-or-nothing mentality takes discipline, it is achievable in a controlled setting. Define your core values and boundaries. Start by identifying what you're willing to risk everything for. It could be a personal ambition, a core belief, or a goal that matters deeply. Write this down and keep it in mind when making decisions. Knowing where you'll draw the line helps you commit to high-stake choices with Akagi-level conviction. Engage in high-commitment challenges. To stimulate Akagi's fearless approach, take on challenges that require full commitment and have stakes attached. This might be something physical like a high-endurance workout, or something social like debating a point publicly without wavering. These exercises test your will to stay committed, training your mind to handle intense situations without backing down. Practice living in do-or-die moments. When you're working towards a goal, put yourself in situations where success depends entirely on you. For instance, committed to completing a challenging task with self-imposed penalty for failure, or like restarting your work from scratch. This exercise pushes you to work under pressure with the kind of relentless focus that Akagi is known for. And lastly, number 7. Channel unshakable confidence and self-belief. Akagi has almost supernatural confidence, bordering on arrogance. This isn't bravado, it's genuine self-belief. What you can do to achieve this is daily affirmations of competency. Every day remind yourself of a past achievement or success. Write it down, and whenever you face a challenge, recall this memory. Building confidence on past victories cements a foundation of self-assurance and that you can handle new challenges since you already handled that. Or if you've never done anything in your life, just go to my Ayanokoji affirmation videos and just keep watching that. Visualize winning in impossible scenarios. Practice visualizing yourself succeeding in unlikely scenarios, like acing a difficult exam without preparation or winning a debate against a superior opponent. This mental exercise builds confidence by normalizing success even in difficult or seemingly impossible situations. And then lastly, the last lesson of the video. Take full ownership of every outcome. Akagi never doubts himself because he owns every decision, whether it leads to your victory or loss. Practice by taking responsibility for for all your choices. For every of your choice. Doesn't even make sense. Whether it's good or bad outcome. Accept it fully and analyze what you should have done better. This mindset creates a core of unbreakable self-belief, knowing that every outcome is a direct result of your own actions. So that's it for this video. Akagi is a cool character. I've seen the anime. Honestly, like, I even read the manga because I like the anime a lot, but then they were just playing Mahjong for like 100 chapters. And honestly, like, I played a lot of Mahjong, but like, I don't understand it that vividly. But overall, tell me if you like this video, leave a comment who I should do next. I'm doing a bunch of new characters now. I did Kiramasochi, I did Kaiji Ito, or I don't know if this video came out then or now. I'll do it after since I already said this. Tell me who's next. I've already done like pretty much every character now, even though I mainly do Ayanokoji. So thank you guys for watching, and peace on the street.